Hi there, welcome to Camden Community Garden. Welcome to my brand new YouTube channel, Let's Go Grow. My name's Justin. Some of you might already know me as the Urban Farmer, and welcome to my YouTube channel, which is basically all about just growing your own food. Here at Camden Community Garden is where I do most of my gardening, but you'll also see videos at home in a smaller kitchen garden, showing you guys what you can do in a small space at home. So today I'm going to be showing you how I go about planting brassicas. Now brassicas are a family which contain broccoli, cabbage and cauliflower. So come join me in the garden, let's go grow. So here we are in a plot that I prepared earlier. So brassicas being generally a hungry crop, you want to prepare your soil a bit early, maybe 2 to 3 weeks in advance to planting, by mixing in some well-aged cow manure and some compost. I've actually mulched around the areas that I won't be planting into and weeded, and you can see that this soil is fine and crumbly and it's perfect for planting brassicas. So let's get planting. You can see that these seedlings that I'm planting today are quite advanced, so I've actually potted these up about 3 weeks ago, and as you can see they're well and truly ready to plant now. So to plant, simply just turn it upside down and give a gentle squeeze. That should fall straight out, and you can see that those roots are really well developed. So to plant, simply just dig a hole, firmly press the plant in, and then just spread mulch around your plant like so, taking care not to put the mulch up against the stem to prevent any rot issues. So as you can see, I've now fully planted out this bed. Next step is just to give it all a really good soak. One thing to be mindful of when transplanting seedlings is transplant shock. Now all vegetables will suffer transplant shock to varying degrees. One way to mitigate transplant shock is to feed a seaweed solution at planting. So there's plenty of amino acids and all sorts of little goodies in seaweed tonic, and what that'll actually do is feed those roots and reduce that transplant shock. So for this particular brand, I just add 2 capfuls to a 9-litre watering can. Now just water. So as you can see, everything is now planted and watered in well. All that's left to do is worry about pest prevention. So everyone lives in different areas and has different problems to deal with as far as pests go. The biggest issue that we have here at Camden Community Garden is cabbage moth. Cabbage moth are responsible for those green caterpillars that you'll see on your brassicas, especially broccoli and cabbage. I find the best way to prevent cabbage moth is exclusion netting. Once this is up, you won't have any issues with cabbage moth, and you don't have to use any nasty chemicals to keep the caterpillars off your broccoli. Thanks for joining me today down here at Camden Community Garden. Just remember a few helpful tips when planting brassicas. They are super nutrient hungry, so dig plenty of that cow manure in well before planting, and mulch around your plants just to conserve that moisture so they don't dry out. As far as protection from pests go, you probably will need to implement some sort of course of action, whether that's netting like I have today or dust. That's up to you. I'll leave that up to you guys. Thanks for joining me for my first YouTube video. I'm aware that they are going to be terrible in the beginning, but I promise you the information's good. So come on, let's go grow.